When working with larger whole numbers, or really any whole number, it's important to highlight the place values and what each place holds. So going over the basics, we have the ones place, the tens place, and the hundreds place, and it can even go on to the thousands place, so on and so forth. So working with students, it's sometimes hard for them to grasp the concept of the worth of the value of the places without actually seeing it. So saying there's 3 tens, okay, like 3 is not a big number, but actually seeing 3 tens next to each other to make 30 is a big difference. So a way to show this to students is by using base 10 blocks. They're a great manipulative to have in the classroom. They come in single units, sticks of 10, sheets of 100, or cubes of 1,000. So they really are diverse. They can use larger numbers or smaller numbers for students, and they're a lot of fun. And so when using these, it helps students work with their oral and even their written skills when working with numbers, as they're able to count they can count 4 sheets of 100 cubes and not have to count each individual cube. They can be like, well, I know there's 400 there, and they can compare that to, let's say, 92 cubes, and they can see the difference in worth between those two numbers. So working with the place value concepts, a fun little activity you can do before a class, just as a move-on activity, a transition, if you will, would be to do base 10 riddles. So students would be accustomed to these base 10 blocks through math lessons. They would be well versed with them, if you would say. So you can present such riddles as, I have 3 ones and 3 tens. Who am I? And so you don't have to draw it on the board. I just wrote it on the board for us. And then later you can work with students. I wrote out 3 long strips to represent our base 10 strips, the 10 cubes, and then I put 3 X's to represent the individual units. So the answer to, if I have 3 ones and 3 tens, who am I, would be 33. That was a bit of an easy one. You can also kind of jazz it up and trick students, not really trick them, but enhance their knowledge. So if I said I have 23 ones and 4 tens, students would have to get thinking, because tens, you get a whole 10 stick when you hit 10 units. So if we were looking at 23 ones and we wrote it out, we would have these 10 individual units would make 1 10 stick, and these individual 10 units would make another 10 stick. So instead of having 4 tens, I would actually have 6 tens in total and 3 ones, making my total 63. It's all about the wording with the riddles. It's a lot of fun. Even giving students the nth number, saying, all right, I am 322. What is my hundreds? And then having students work backwards and being like, okay, so the ones is the first place value concept, and then the hundreds come next, and then the tens come next, and then the hundreds come following. And having students work through the problem backwards is also a way to help their fluency and develop their knowledge around these place values and their concepts.